next topic is Eragon.
The next series
TV
to be ruined.
Series, Disney Plus. Man, Disney loves to ruin my childhood.
Did you read Eragon?
I did read some of it, yes.
That's one series I never started. I actually have the first book, but never actually cracked it open. But the concept, based on my understanding, was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And while the acting in the original film was shit, I was hopeful that they actually could, pick up and do better. And clearly, they never did anything other than just shelve it. So this should be interesting, depending on the direction that Disney goes. If they stick to the source material, which they're terrible at doing, then it probably will suck. But if they do stick to the source material the way that it's written, I have high hopes of actually having a good Star Wars Marvel series on Disney Plus.
I mean, I'll be honest. I remember reading this, and I do remember that there are better books out there.
No, it wasn't like
it wasn't like.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they break it, it won't hurt me as much as it will a lot of other fans. It had a huge fan base. I wouldn't say I was a fan. I read it. I enjoyed it. I read a lot of books.
It was not my favorite Dragon book series. Yeah. It wasn't terrible. It was good. But like Dragon Riders of Pern and other stuff, like I could think of other series that I would be more nervous for them to put their hands on. But I still have very low hopes because even though they have the writer as they have the author of the book as a co-writer, I predict that within a month or two, the writer will quit. The author will quit because Disney does not listen to authors. They don't. They lie to them and say they'll listen to them, and they do the opposite. So there's no way. What's his name? They had it there. Christopher Paolini will quit the project within 2 months. Is my prediction. When did they listen to a writer or author at all? They haven't. They don't listen to them. They'll lie to them. They did it to George Lucas. They'll go, yeah, come on, we're going to listen to you. Then he's going to get in there, and he's going to look up and see Kathleen Kennedy, and he's going to be like, oh, crap, and then he's going to leave, and it's going to become this weird thing because Disney has no respect for any writers or authors. We've talked to those authors. We have interviews with these authors. Go to Dicejunkies. It better be out there. Go to Dicejunkies and check out the interview, and we talked to authors who worked with Disney and their horror stories. So I'd say this guy won't last 2 months. What do you say? 3 months? What's your bet on how many months he lasts?
I don't know, dude.
What, do you think he'll make the whole run?
I don't know anything about the guy, so I can't really say.
I just know that they do not seem to care what they have to say.
He may be one that bends easy.
Yeah, that could happen. I have a large respect for authors because we know so many.
Oh, no,
I could be giving him too much credit.
Yeah, I don't know this one, so
not everybody can be a Rob Serio, the Rob Serio. Some people are like no integrity. But I'm going to err on the side because I've met a lot of authors. They're amazing people that he respects his own works, and unfortunately, I don't believe Disney's going to. So I believe there's going to be a clash, and his integrity is going to cause him to go, "I'm out. I don't want my name on this because of what you're doing." And that's my prediction. I say 2 months. You're not willing to say any months. What's your guess, Blood Axe? How many months do you think he can go before they run him off?
My honest opinion is probably about 5 to 6, depending on how fast they move the project. I don't think you can compare this with the situation with Alan Dean Foster. Because a lot of his content was legacy content versus Christopher's writing new content. But I think the George Lucas comparison is probably spot on. I think that they'll promise him the world, and when they get into it, you've got these other co-writers that are changing the story, and there's going to be a clash and eventually boil into either I go or we fix it. And he's probably going to bounce because when Disney digs in their heels, they're steadfast. They don't budge a whole lot. So the problem I have with some of these things is Like we saw happen with Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson was very, very respectful and stayed close to the source material. Yes, he took some artistic licenses, he made some changes, but for the most part, it was pretty close to what we read in the books. You've got to treat any other properties, whether it be Eragon or whether it be the prequels on Amazon for Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, which is going to be trash. But you got to treat it with respect to what the source material is, and your experimentation has to be within that same vein. And so having him on there would help with some of that. But I agree. I don't think it's going to last very long to where his story gets put on to the screen.
And a good example is, you know what? I got a better example to compare this to, too. Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time.
That was Amazon.
It was Amazon.
Really?
They didn't say to the source material.
Sorry, they handled it in such a Disney-like way.
I mean, Peter Jackson bent.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So,
well, yeah. I mean, maybe he will. Christopher, man, I believe in you. Don't. Come on, man. It's your legacy. Sometimes all you got is your legacy, because it's not going to do well. If you bend, it's going to fail. So at least don't be complicit. Look, man, even if I know I'm going down, I could at least fight all the way instead of just bending over and clinching. You know what I'm saying? Or unclenching. You can sit up there and at least fight the goddamn, descent. And that's my thing, is that I'd rather they go, man, they ruined what Q's legacy, but he didn't go easy. Like, he was raising hell all the way and just going down in flames, instead of he just, the little picture of the dog with the hat that goes, this is fine. I'm okay with this. I'm not going to be that guy.
Money, man. Money can do a lot of things.
And apparently ain't enough. None of these people seem to be that well off after that Disney money fades up. Because here's the thing. You get money now, but you never sell another book because you've lost all, no one gives a crap. For example, well, let me go. Yeah, I'm not going to attack anybody. Yeah. Let's just say that I don't care enough about the series to freak out. I'm just sad that I feel that they're about to mess this up for people who aren't fans.
It was already messed up once. So.
Oh, yeah, that movie was terrible. But it's not messed up like Disney. I'm sorry. I'm going to say, as bad as that movie was.
No, it was just bad.
Yeah. That was like what's his name? Oolong Bowl, whatever his name is.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The U-Bowl or whatever. That was a U-Bowl mess up where you just go, oh, wow, that was bad. But, Disney likes to kill the soul of things, man. It likes to really get in there and just go, we're going to screw this up.
We'll see.
Disney likes to kill your whole generation, man. They like to kill you from the past. They kill you from the past to the future. They burn it all. You don't believe me? Look at Star Wars. They rewriting Obi-Wan. They're like, we're going to screw every character in this series up, man. We're not leaving anyone untouched. I don't know what they got planned for Jar Jar Binks, but it's coming. They're not letting anybody slide. Oh, Mace Windu, that's their next target. Well, I don't know. Nobody fucks with Samuel L. Jackson. I haven't noticed that. He's the one person no one screws with. No one messes with Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't think Samuel Jackson would portray a Mace Windu role for Disney that's not Mace Windu.
Yeah.
I think he'll dig his heels in and defend his character to the death.
Well, because Mace Windu is Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, that's why I think you get screwed with it. Because if they started Samuel L. Jackson, has some weird predilections, I can see Mace Windu. I even called him. I meant to say Mace Windu. And they say Mace Windu's got some weird predilections. I can see Samuel Jackson be like, no, I don't, mother. Bling. Use a bling. And it's going on. Samuel Jackson would be going the hell off about, not my Mace Windu. You lost your damn mind. See, these other people, because that's one thing I got to give. I rarely pick on, I can't remember any celebrity's name. Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill. One thing about Mark Hamill is that he didn't defend Luke as hard as he could have until much later, and that hurt him. I really wish he'd have stepped out and fought harder. I do believe, I got faith that Samuel Jackson would have stepped out.
Then he got slapped down and then apologized, and then he kind of came back out a little bit, but it was too late then.
Samuel Jackson, I believe in my brother. I believe Samuel Jackson would be like, man, fuck Disney and Kathleen Kennedy, and he would be going out cussing all them out.
All right.
I love Samuel L. Jackson.
Let's move on.
We need more Samuel L. Jacksons, man.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up with that because it's 5 o'clock after the technical difficulties and everything. So, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com where you find links everywhere we are. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe there for additional content. And as every week,
we hope you enjoy.
Just a player, just a player, just a player, play the damn game.
Key part is, yo, Disney, I'm willing to give you this one props. That was gangster. You really got scar. I mean, like she got that like that cheek swole. Like, oh my God, I got slapped by the mouse in the mouth.